What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. Obviously, WrestleMania season is in full effect, and we finally have either night one or night two main event. I don't know which one they're going to actually go with here. I wanted to actually touch on that with you too. But another main event confirmed. We got CM Punk finally getting his WrestleMania main event.
With
How
the
you
fake
feeling?
tears. With the fake
Fake
tears that we
tears? Nah, them was real, bro. Them was real. Those
he's
were real.
happy. He's happy he's main eventing, bro. But
Nah,
Jay
they
Uso,
were not fake
let,
tears.
let's jump right into it, bro. Jay
No, we
Uso,
gotta talk about that real quick. You
talk about
thinking he
what?
was fake tearing? Nah, he's emotional, bro. You could see how emotional he got when obviously he knew it
He
going
knew it
before the
all.
segment.
That's why I said it was the fake tears. Like
But
I'm sure you probably clap back.
if you
Yeah.
watch Stephanie's Places, the very first episode, my man has been on an emotional roller coaster since he's been back. He had a full on crying segment after SummerSlam for his first PLE back in the company. This obviously meant something to him.
Yeah. He- I- what was the point of the Royal Rumble? That's my thing. Neither the men's Royal Rumble winner or the women's Royal Rumble winner will headline a WrestleMania this year, bro. Neither
Wait
one.
a second. Wait a second.
Neither one. Neither one will headline the WrestleMania. Night one is gonna be CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Night two is gonna
Wait,
be John Cena
wait a second.
and Cody Rhodes.
Wait a second. You- Now you're flipping this. Hold on a second,
I'm
guys.
not. I'm not.
Guys,
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with what you said a long time ago. As far as what's the point of the Royal Rumble? When I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Not at all.
yeah.
I'm just saying like, what was the point of it?
Yeah,
Because
this was my point a while back, bro. It is, and that was my point when I had brought it up originally, right? Is why do they make such a big
big
deal
deal. Yep.
out of them saying, and I sent you the receipts, remember? I sent you
Hmm.
all the history of all
To
this.
main event. Yeah.
They always present it as the Royal Rumble winner main events WrestleMania. They always book it that way. They say it right before the match all the time,
Well, maybe
and
they
there's
was
just
going off the last two previous years with Cody Rhodes, because when Cody won back to back, he main evented. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So if they want to say, well, the last two have who was it before Cody? I can't remember who won the last Royal Rumble before Cody, but who was it?
There's countless times throughout the history though that the main eventer or the Royal Rumble winner does not
Did
headline.
not main event, and this is one of them. And this is one of them. So I was just bringing it. I was just bringing it back to what you said. I wasn't saying it as if like I'm upset. I never really thought that Jay versus Gunther was gonna be it just didn't have the ingredients to make a WrestleMania main event. That might, I feel like if anything, that's gonna open up the show and kind of get the vibes of
I think you're
WrestleMania
right.
going. You know what I'm saying? How they deal with Becky versus Rhea. Um last year, and then Drew versus Seth Rollins. You know,
Mm.
both of those were the openers for those, respected championships. So I mean, not to be surprised. This is gonna be a star-studded WrestleMania as far as the main events. And even going to the CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins promo from Friday Night SmackDown again. The main two people in this match to me is Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Like, even with Seth Rollins was trying to say, we and us, and Roman was like, we died a long time ago, bro. Like
Mm.
a long time ago. It's been me, and then now Seth Rollins is trying to get him to the point where it's saying like, we trying to protect the WWE from guys like CM Punk or whatever the case may be. CM Punk only really plays a role in this when it comes to Seth Rollins. Have we had a couple bats between Roman and CM Punk? Like, they really can't fight over much or have much to say about each other than the fact that both of them have Paul Heyman in their back pocket. That's what they can relate on. So if they trying to fight for Paul Heyman, cool, y'all fighting for Paul Heyman. But Seth Rollins and Roman, they got heat. Seth Rollins and CM Punk, they got heat. So again, to me, the best part of the promo was Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns bringing up, you know, how long they've been in it together, what they've been trying to do. Roman actually corrected him and saying, "For years I've been on my own," etc. Like again, I feel like those two is gonna have the best back and forth with the promos. But I mean, CM Punk, and again, I'm a huge CM Punk fan. Like, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like he was thrown into this match.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree as far as the history between CM Punk and Roman. Yes, the key piece is Paul Heyman, but there is definitely history with them. Yeah, it includes Seth a little bit as well. I think you're forgetting how they got into the business was obviously with the Shield and CM Punk. There was actually a few solo matches between CM Punk and Roman Reigns before CM Punk actually left the company. Um, so there is something there. Obviously, like you said, the main key piece, obviously, that ties into the main event itself is Paul Heyman. CM Punk got recruited to help out during War Games, so there's that. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is Paul Heyman, and even during that segment, Paul Heyman went over to CM Punk. They both had that emotional moment, right? You're finally going to be a WrestleMania main eventer. And I thought it was kind of funny how Roman Reigns during the whole thing was just laughing, being
Mhm.
his tribal chief self, kind of the old tribal chief self, too. It wasn't this Roman Reigns when he first came back and he was trying to fight and claw for that Ulafala, right? Like, he
Yeah.
needed help from CM Punk. He's almost now, he said it was very important for him to sit at the head of the table. He's almost getting back to that head of the table,
Yeah,
tribal
Roman
chief
is not a
Roman
good
Reigns.
guy. Again, all three of those guys in that match are tweeners in a sense. Now, Punk is more on the line of a quote unquote good guy, but to go back to what you said, I disagree as far as you bringing up their old history because they haven't brought it up. They haven't talked about, oh, we had these matches. Like
Well,
it's almost
CM Punk did. He said, "I brought you guys into the business."
yeah, that's it. But it was so small. Like it didn't leave. It didn't leave no impact. It didn't leave no footprint. What the Shield did without CM Punk is way memorable. What the Shield did with the helps of CM Punk.
100%.
And,
I'm
and,
just
and-
saying it's that small little key piece. The major factor here is Paul Heyman. You're 100% right. It's Paul Heyman all day.
but where is gonna see? I feel like after WrestleMania is where we're gonna get the meat and potatoes of CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
I
I
think it
think we. I
happens at Mania.
say it again.
I don't want to get into early predictions here, but I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
at
no, no.
Mania.
This has nothing to do with early predictions. I'm just talking about. I don't think that the Seth Rollins and CM Punk stuff is going to carry on past Mania. I think
I
it's going to
agree.
be. I think it's going to be more of CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and however Paul Heyman ties into it. I feel like that's going to be where we get those rivalry moments or those moments that go down in history as far as this was a good 1v1 rivalry. I feel like we're gonna get that after WrestleMania because of Paul Heyman. Somehow when Paul is gonna fit. And like I said, bro, I feel like one or two things is gonna happen with this. Either he's gonna continue to have Paul Heyman, but he's gonna be back to that very hillish Roman Reigns tribal chief, or we gonna have Roman Reigns on his own. And he's gonna do everything. I just feel like at this point he doesn't need Paul anymore. But then again, Paul Heyman plays such a good role for both of these characters. It's almost to the point to see who does Paul Heyman benefit, who benefits more with Paul Heyman. And if truth be told, I feel like Roman Reigns benefits with Paul Heyman more off the strength of being on the mic. Their mic pieces, and Roman has gotten very good over the years. He's nowhere near where he used to be. But CM Punk can talk on the mic all day. Roman Reigns, on the other hand, is better than Brock Lesnar as far as promos, but still having Paul Heyman to cut your promos for him, I feel like it. I feel like having Paul Heyman as Roman Reigns mouthpiece still is gonna do better than Paul Heyman being a mouthpiece for CM Punk.
Yeah, I'm a little indifferent on that only because even even recently with Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns. In the beginning, it was the majority of Paul Heyman cutting promos for Roman Reigns, like you said. As he got further into the tribal chief character, it was mainly Paul Heyman introducing him, handing the mic over, Roman Reigns have the mic for the rest of the promo, and it was always very good. So I don't know. I see both sides of that, but I'm actually very excited for this match. Here's the main reason why is because we don't know the favor yet. They hinted at it that it was being the main event spot. It was not the main event spot. I thought it was kind of funny too. Roman goes, wise man, smarten this man up. He goes, check the contract section or page 4, section 5. And then Punk obviously sees it. Heyman comes over there. He goes, "You're gonna be WrestleMania main eventer." Roman laughing says, "You know, um, another man's or whatever he said is another man's favor." Check. Like he gave CM Punk his favor as well, but to his surprise, it's not the favor. So we can go down a road right now of a bunch of theories because this is the selling point to the match. Would you agree?
The favor, yeah. As far
It's
as
gotta be. It's gotta happen at WrestleMania is where we get the conclusion of this favor. And I do think I again, I don't want to give predictions right now. I think it's a little too early for that. But I will say there is a theory that Seth Rollins can be attached to either Heyman and or The Rock. Because we got to remember, let's not look past WrestleMania 41, but WrestleMania 42 is going to be The Rock versus Roman Reigns.
mm-hmm.
They have done year-long builds in the past.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
So so why though not incorporate guys, watch that promo back from last night. Seth Rollins was pulling his hair out in distress that CM Punk is finally going to be a WrestleMania main eventer. How does he stop Punk from winning? Maybe he sells his soul. I don't know. But I think we can go down a road where this is going to get very interesting at WrestleMania 41.
Man, I feel like if you ending off WrestleMania like that, bro, with something that big, it has to be night 2. But I just can't see them putting that over John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I,
And we've been saying it too, by the way. This star power of the three guys in this match, it had to at least main event over Jay and Gunther. We already knew that, me
See,
and
the
you
only
going
the
in.
only thing about this match is I can't see Roman losing. I can't see. Well, I mean, Roman lost last year, but I can't. I think we not paying enough attention to Seth Rollins in this
That's what I'm
match.
saying. Yeah.
And I feel like because of that, that's where they're gonna hit us with the curveball. Like Seth Rollins mess around and get the dub or something, bro. Like it's happened before where Seth Rollins has screwed Roman Reigns at WrestleMania with Paul Heyman right there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Again, I feel like it's a little bit too early. I don't even want to get down because truth be told, bro, I don't know what the favor is. He's
No, I
already
don't
main
either.
eventing. He's main eventing WrestleMania. So bam, that's not the favor. Could the favor be eventually you turn your back on Roman Reigns? That could be a favor. I don't, but to me, it's just like I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how it would play out. So that's why I'm just
That's
like
what makes it so fun, though.
that's what makes it so good as far as the favor. But one thing I will say, it better be good.
It's gonna. I
It
got a
it, it,
feeling
bet-
this is
it
gonna
better
be
live
good,
up.
man. I
It
do have a
better it
feeling.
better live up to whatever the favor is, because we've heard about this favor months ago, back in
Mhm.
November. So let's not keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Let's put an end to the favor after WrestleMania. Y'all got y'all match. I mean, after WrestleMania, we know exactly what the favor is. So I'm hoping for some good news.
Yeah, and we're gonna give you guys a full prediction for WrestleMania 41, probably next week, honestly, because again, what are we about 2.5, 3 weeks away now?
Bro.
We got 1, 2, yeah, 3 weeks exactly away. So I am more excited about this than I was originally. Again, it's just these small little pieces that all of a sudden kind of be like, all right, now you guys got me. I'm sold on this. And that's what I was waiting for, right? Like I was waiting for that segment last night to happen to make me now invested into the match. Because everybody thought the favor was going to be for him the WrestleMania main event.
But that's
He
I mean,
already
bro,
got that.
that's a favor, bro. But it's not like you know what I'm
But
saying.
it's
Like,
not. But it's not. So that's why I'm now invested because that was what everybody thought it was. Okay, somehow Paul Heyman's going to make sure he main events. And then they said okay, you're a main eventer. And everybody was all right, cool. And then freaking CM Punk drops the drops the nuke at the end, the cliffhanger. That wasn't the favor. So again, it's good storytelling at the end of the day.
yeah, yeah, we'll see. We'll
My
see.
man seems like he ain't excited at all for this matchup.
Again, bro, it's just certain pieces of certain. I think at this point now, at this point, I kind of want Seth Rollins to come out on top, and this is just a weird change of pace for me because again, I feel like now we're just focusing on too much of this Seth Rollins, CM Punk and Roman, and I just feel like it's not really nothing there other than a favor that we don't know. The real girth of it is with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and CM Punk. I feel like at the end of WrestleMania, Seth Rollins need this dub so that way he can get a clean slate on both of them. I'll be both of y'all at WrestleMania. I can move on. So now I'm just looking at this differently. Like who needs this win more than more than all three competitors? Because now Roman and CM Punk is too much face on each other. And I feel like, truth be told, just my opinion, it's nothing really there. Yes, they had some matches 10 years ago, but they ain't really bringing that up. The real heat is between Seth and CM and Seth and Roman. But we ain't focusing. It's almost like they're trying to deter us from like I don't know. I'm just looking at this match differently, bro. I feel like I feel like I'm team Seth, and it's so random for me to say that right now because the buildup has been cool. Like, are we still gonna see more Roman and CM Punk? Like, I need to see these mugs going at it like CM Punk was going at it with Seth. Like, that's gonna make me really invested in this triple threat match. I need to see more from them, but we ain't really got a lot from them, bro. For me to really build on like the John Cena and Cody Rhodes stuff, it's slowly starting to build up. But now that we ain't gonna have Cena for some time, I feel like that's gonna die down, bro. I just feel like the road to WrestleMania needs to really pick up. And I know you've been big on, well, if they ain't fighting, then we need some good promos. Okay, we got the good promos now, bro. Let's get down to some action. Are we gonna see some action before WrestleMania? And it don't seem like it, bro. So that's why now I'm not all that invested just yet, bro. Not yet. Not yet.
I get it, but you gotta realize they're gonna save the action until WrestleMania. That's the selling feature, right? Is you ain't gonna get these guys in the ring until WrestleMania, and then that's when you're gonna have to tune in to find out.
I get it,
That's
bro.
just how it be.
I get it. I get it.
You know
I know
what WWE says? Triple
saving
H
most
says
of the
you
juice. They saving
Triple H.
most of the juice for Mania, but they gotta get us hyped though, too, though, right?
I mean, I think it's bro. Let's be honest. Like, what else are you gonna get hyped for about this WrestleMania other than what we're getting right now?
It's definitely better than Jay and Gunther. Okay, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, bro. I just and Dylan, I just feel like it's just the structure of WWE as of late, bro. I mean, we've even talked about it from only 4 matches on PLEs. You know what I'm saying, bro? To just here's the thing. I'm not doubting WWE because they always deliver. They always deliver. So I'm not doubting them. It's just gonna take just a tad bit more to like really get like, yeah, bro. We getting Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth
Yeah.
Rollins at
Yeah.
WrestleMania, bro. That's big. But in a sense, we didn't already seen this stuff though. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, I need to see more of CM Punk and Roman because again, Seth and Roman, we've seen it. Seth and CM Punk, we've seen it. But we haven't really seen CM Punk and Roman at the tribal chief. Roman Reigns. Not old school Shield Roman Reigns. He gone. Talking about Tribal Chief Roman and current CM Punk. I would like to see more between them to really get me invested in this, man. Really get Paul Heyman pulling at the whatever hair that he got. Paul chilling, bro. He chilling. If Paul ain't sweating, why should I? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all ain't got Paul in a frenzy. And you know when Paul Heyman is freaking out in a frenzy, bro, like you know stuff about the cook. So we still got 2.5 weeks. But well, what 3 weeks? We got 3
3
weeks
weeks.
to see what's up, man. So my money, hey, Dylan, I'm excited about it, bro. But again, I need more from Roman and more from, and maybe I'm asking too much of WWE right now. Maybe I am, bro, but I miss them old WrestleMania build-ups, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I do. I really miss them old build-ups. But y'all let us know how y'all feel about that in the comment section below. I do think it was a great segment. You know, and every segment can't end up with somebody going through a table or somebody getting speared. Like it'll get redundant at that point. But like, give us something, man. This road to WrestleMania, not road to Backlash, bro. Like, give us just a tad bit more, bro. Them WrestleMania tickets ain't cheap. So for real, for real.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I still think we're leading up to another huge moment that's going to happen at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So let us know down below what you guys thought about the segment, what you guys think about CM Punk finally getting his main event spot at WrestleMania. Which
My man said finally, like The Rock, finally. He got it though.
um, yeah, man. So again, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Stay tuned for all the content. Other than that, you got your boy Dylan,
Got your boy Break.
and we're out. Peace.